Okay, today we have a case that is an iPhone 6s that is, let me see, suddenly cannot be turned on, and it's a heavy drop. Okay, so how do we know it's heavy drop? By looking at the housing here. So we can see there's a dent mark on the housing. So if I see something like this, more likely is the board is bended or some IC is cracked, so causing unable to turn on. So the first thing we should always do is plug in the power supply and yeah, let's record it. So plug in the power supply and then give some power in to see what kind of response we have. So okay, it's short. So you draw the power before you turn it on. So something is short. And then skip to the chase. So I will use the thermal camera to see what kind of problem, to see which IC is the problem. So previously someone used checked this phone before, they already took off the sticker. So now we leave. Alright, so now we bump the power in. Okay, so the only place get hot is the power IC itself. See, is it blinking? So it's exactly, there's a dot in here. Alright, it may be the power IC itself is cracked, so there's a burn mark in here. So I'm going to do the, and then I point on it. Yes. Basically, it's either the capacitor problem or either the power IC itself. It's more likely the power IC itself. So power IC, there's a burn mark in here. So I turn it off and then I try to scratch it. So this seems to be so okay. Still come from the power IC. Okay, so this is quite straightforward. No need tricky way to diagnose the problem. We will directly to take out the power IC and replace it and see what it becomes. But before you replace, there's a SOP. You need to measure all the line resistance like that. But as I said before, you learn the rules like a professional, and then you bend the rules like an artist. So currently my level is artist, so I might skip to measure the resistance. Okay. So before I begin, I will use rosin and to see is it confirmed. Okay, so rosin is there. Now I inject some power, so to see where it's get hot. So you see this side is burning. Alright, now we are for sure that is the power IC itself. So finally, in this episode you might learn something about iPhone 6s behind the power IC there's a CPU, and the power IC itself is come with many underfilled black glue. It might be difficult to some of the newcomer who is just learning to repair the logic board of the iPhone. So in my SOP, I would teach them to remove the CPU shield, and then we will release the A from the RAM, and then turn it around and then remove the power IC. But because I already mastered the temperature of my machine and my rooms, so I can do it without that hassle. So first I will clean the glue. Alright. I would use the smallest nozzle. A lot of people that wonder how to take off the power IC affecting the CPU. So it is a matter of temperature control, and it is really easy to remove the power IC of 6S series and 7 series. As long as you master the temperature of your machine. The technique I remove the power IC is completely can be preserve the power IC. I can use it back. But since this is the case that power IC itself cracked, this power IC itself is the problem. So you don't see me cleaning this power IC and reuse it. I will just replace another one. But I will show you how to clean the black underfill of the power IC. Alright, cleaning glue is complete. So now we put some flux in order to let me see the boiling point. And I will use the 007 chain 007 to remove the power IC. Alright. So continue to warm up, smallest nozzle. So after warm up complete, I will immediately raise to the melting point temperature and focus on the center. Take this glue off. Alright, so I would raise to the about 350 like that. And then insert the blade. It should be melted now. Yep, complete. Take it off instantly, it will pop up. So, how do you know the CPU is safe? Is by looking at all the balls. If they are not shining, if they are still gray, like this, so it might hard to see from the microscope camera. And if it is flat like this, it means you are success. If it is gray and flat like that, the ball is still all same size, not shining. It is mean you are success to get to the melting point of the IC itself only, but not behind the CPU and the surrounding. So once the IC itself, the melting point reach, take it off. So that's a perfect timing for this. There's a much more deeper explanation about how to master this kind of head station. So in my school I will teach you how to fine tune your station. Then if you see the technician, he's putting the coin or thermal tape or something like that to do the power IC or to do some small stuff, it means he's still not master his own machine yet. So continue to clean up. So we can already see there's a this 3 dot is burnt. It's exactly the same shutting place. So alright, let's clean up first. Be careful, be careful in this clock IC. Do not accidentally touch at all solder balls into here. You will causing the phone unable to turn on. Okay. Alright.
So let me see the packs that damaged just now. So it is this line. Let me see, is it still shipping? Alright. Yes, it is still shut. No. Depends what line is it, which you have checked into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we check in the schematic. iPhone 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it should be 0.005 resistance. Alright, if the GPU should be low resistance like that, it's absolutely normal. Hopefully the GPU doesn't fly. Okay, the packs is like that. I would just ignore it and I will install the power IC anyway. Okay.
So if this power IC, I won't be using it anymore because there's a burn mark in here. Let's see. This is what we call burn mark. The glue. Closures. Don't want to use it. Let's bring in another power IC that we remove from the other board. Okay, so this is another power IC. Okay, I will teach you how to clean the underfield. So it's easy. We don't clean it with the iron. With the iron tip. If you clean it with iron tip, some of the power IC cannot last the heat, especially the iPhone XR, XS series. So you need to use the airflow method, but don't turn on too high the airflow method. As long as you have a suitable blade. So this is what I call suitable blade. Suitable blade. Chenli 008. So this blade is not too sharp. It won't damage the IC when I clean it. So first thing, I add some flux and I will put some low melt on the surface. Alright. And then I will try to use about 250 like that. So do not directly blow on the IC. So I point to the holder So the holder will reflect the A, reflect half of the A into the IC itself. So when you feel it start, then you point it a while and then come back. So like this. So I never directly point to the IC. So it's really fast to clean it. And then the other side. I can do it much faster, the whole process, if I don't record the video. Alright. So that's how we clean the IC.
Wash it. So it will be good as new.
Right.
Clean up. Alright, so wait it cool down more and then we try to turn it on. Okay, the cooldown is almost done and then we will try to turn it on now. Let's see the power response from the power supply. Okay, no shutting anymore. So let's see if we can see it or not. I think we can just take another phone to video the code. So now it is connected to the power supply and we already give a 2.9 voltage in, so it's nothing short before I turn it on, so we will raise the power to battery level. Nothing short, so seems good. And we will plug in the power buttons. So I will press the power button and see the response. Okay, so if you drop down means if you turn on, it means everything's working. So now it's turning on. So stop it. Okay, so now it's the exciting part where we will connect the LCD screen. Okay, so now we see the passcode page, means everything works. Okay. So everything works seems good. So all the data recovered, nothing affected. So let's unplug it and recheck whether the mic is good. Alright. So let's do it here. Don't worry about the power IC, there's a little dent in here, it should be fine. You see, there's a little crush and dent in here, it should be fine.